welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's Monday, so happy Monday. It's also February, so happy Black History Month. So we are here celebrating everything about Black history this month, so I love it. It's one of my favorite months. Also, I did not post anything last week because unfortunate tragedy that happened with the helicopter crash with Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the 7 other passengers. So out of respect for the families, just in my own personal state of being also, I did not post anything or have any type of marketing going on because I was really in a different state of mind. But I'm back now. Welcome back. So in the midst of all that, I transitioned to a different topic for today because of what happened last week. I want to talk about detoxing your social media today. I want to talk about appreciating life and appreciating what you have going on. So what I mean by detoxing your social media is basically getting rid of toxic people, getting rid of toxic news that might come on your timeline. So I had to step back and I asked myself, when I'm on social media, I'm usually like bored. I'm not enticed as if when I'm on specific platforms. So if I am on Twitter, I might find a different feed or a different topic to diverse myself into, as opposed to if I'm on Instagram or if I'm on Facebook, it's completely different news. And I realized that I can control that by cleaning up what I see. And you can clean up what you see, basically, meaning you can unfriend some people, or you can even unfollow or mute some people. Now, for me personally, I did this only specifically to my Facebook because my other platforms, I control them very well because I recently started those like a couple of years ago. I guess when I really started getting more engaged in social media, as opposed to Facebook, I've always accumulated years and years of people that I probably don't even talk to anymore. I've probably only met one time and they became my Facebook friend. And I wanted to clear all that out. So what I did was last week, I had about 1,600 Facebook friends. And today I have 800. I completely chopped my list in half. A lot of those were dead accounts where people just stopped using them or there wasn't even a picture attached. So I cleaned that up as well. That was really fun. But the great news about that is now my timeline is completely different. I even see people that I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know we were Facebook friends. Initially, my Facebook was just packed with junk. I'll call it junk because it was either topics that I don't care about or people stating their opinions on certain things, and I'm like, okay, I don't care to see that. So, and these are probably people that I haven't spoke to in about 10-15 years, probably since Facebook has been out. So it wasn't like, oh, she unfriended me like it was a big deal. I'm sure they probably didn't even notice either. So but for me personally, it actually was like a burden relieved off my shoulders, because when I go on my Facebook now, I actually see content that I'm interested in. I actually see content that I appreciate and that I can engage with. I can actually go on your status or go on what you posted and I can actually respond to you now because so it was very important for me cleaning up my social media because it just helped me detox the entire platform. I detoxed my Instagram, I detoxed my Facebook, and that really helped me throughout this. Just helped me realize that life is too short to waste on certain things that don't bring you happiness. So the moral of my story for this topic is, don't waste your time on things that don't make you happy. If you're on social media and you don't want to see someone's post, there's great options. You can unfollow, you can mute people if you don't want to unfriend them. So there are great options for you to control what you see and what you don't see on social media. So I do recommend that for a lot of people, because I hear a lot of people complaining about their social media, and I'm like, you can clean it up. You can clean it up quietly now without people knowing. When it comes to the law of attraction, and when it comes to actually obtaining what you want, you have to be in a physically happy state. So if you're spending a lot of time on social media, and when you're logging in and you don't like what you see, and you have the capability to fix that, I suggest that you just go ahead and fix it. It's if there's anything in life that you can fix on your own, which actually in the book Think and Grow Rich, they specifically tell you that you can actually fix anything on your own besides a genetically or a hereditary condition that you have. So if it's something that you biologically cannot fix due to something that you inherited, anything else in your life is fixable. And social media, I hear that a lot of people feel some type of way about social media. They come to depression, or their serotonin levels are spiking up because of certain things. And these are things that you can definitely control on social media by simply detoxing each platform, because that is very important, especially if you're spending a lot of time on these specific platforms and that's what your brain is engaging in. It's very good to feed the brain healthy topics. The same way when you're eating, you want to eat healthy food. Whatever you're observing into your mind, whatever you're reading, it needs to be nutrition for the brain as well. So last week we dived into vision boarding, which was really fun. I got to show you guys my vision board and how I was able to manifest certain things into my life. I hope that you guys were able to start a vision board or even start working on it. So today's topic is about how to live your life to your full potential of happiness. Happiness is key. As we just learned in the past week, life is very short. Tomorrow is not promised. So no matter how much money you have, you might be a multimillionaire or you might not have a lot of money. At the end of the day, we all are blessed with that one gift, which is life. And we should be able to wake up every day and be happy to live our life every day to our full capacity. So that's why I suggest for everyone today to clear out your mind. Meditate. I recently started meditating this year. Like, seriously started meditating to a point where I diverse myself in such great positive energy that even the universe is moving rapidly. There are certain projects that I'm working on aside from my coffee business or aside from my healthcare technology company. I have other things that I'm also working on as an entrepreneur that I will be introducing to the world soon, but those things that I'm working on have given me so many positive results within just a month of even changing my life. So I am here to just tell you guys that anything that you are willing to change in your life, you should. I do also want to share with you guys that if you are unhappy with a situation and you know that, well, I know if I change this thing, then it can come. It's okay with changing it. It's okay with modifications and altercations, because nothing is ever set in stone. Nothing is ever set in stone. So you can always modify your life. So another thing that we definitely want to dive into when it comes to detoxing your social media, living your best, happiest life, is not allowing fear or doubt to cloud your mind, which we dived into in the first episode. When it comes to waking up in the morning, let's say you wake up late or you missed the bus or something is happening to where your vibrations are off, you should not dwell on that bad stuff that happened. So if you woke up late and it's an hour later and you're already in the office, you should not keep dwelling like, oh, I was late today, I wonder what's gonna happen. Or if you missed the bus, or another bus might come. Any type of situation that you are dealt with and that you are faced with and you have to deal in a specific way, once you deal with it, once the problem is gone, you should not think about it anymore. A problem is not something for you to keep dwelling on once there's a resolution. That's very important. If you've already solved the problem, why do you keep thinking about the problem? I know a lot of people are like that, where they've solved the problem, but they keep talking about it. They keep thinking about it. I'm like, didn't we just resolve it? Didn't we just say you're gonna do that with it? Once it's solved, let it go. Let it go. It's not to be dwelled on. Dwelling on things, holding grudges, overthinking, stepping boundaries, these are all crucial to destroy mankind. And I do not want you guys to do that. I do not want you guys to destroy your life or deteriorate your life away on dwelling on things that do not matter in your life. So today we talked about detoxing, we talked about detoxing your social media, removing toxic people out of your life is also very important. As we all know, life is passing us by every day. If someone is toxic in your life, if you're in a relationship, an abusive relationship, if it's someone that you're close to and they're causing mental pain in your life, mental abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, all of that, you have got to refrain yourself from that. You have got to remove yourself from any type of negative situation and keep your life on a clear path. Never, ever, ever apologize for putting yourself first. You came into this world alone, and most likely, like the rest of the people, when you pass, you will pass by yourself. And unfortunately, I don't mean to be so blunt about it, but that's how I'm able to let people know that it is okay to take care of yourself first, because you only have yourself at the end of the day. Now, when you're married or you're in a relationship or you have children, it's different, because at that point, you don't only have yourself, you have other people to rely on. So you also have to determine what situation you're in, what your circumstances are, and who comes first. Because how can you feed your children if you can't feed yourself? How can you be there for someone else if you cannot be there for yourself? These are questions that you must ask yourself every time when you are putting yourself first. Self-care, self-awareness, self-healing, self-nurturing, those are all the things that I practice. I'm practicing every day as we go. And once you really focus on who you are and come into alignment with yourself, learn to be on your own, that is when you can fully give your world and give yourself to other people. And that's my message for you guys today. Wednesday, I would like to dive into the book Think and Grow Rich. It's one of my favorite books. I read it once when I was 21 years old, and I didn't really like it. I felt like it was giving me the runaround. I'm like, I don't understand it. But as I got older, I reread it again a couple of years ago, and it completely, it just clicked. And I will be discussing a lot of different books that I've read throughout my life with you all. And Wednesday, we will be discussing Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So if you guys like what you saw today, make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe for more discussions on Law of Attraction. Also, make sure you leave a comment if you want me to talk about anything specifically. I am here to listen to all of you. On Wednesday, we will talk about Think and Grow Rich. It's one of my favorite books. So I will see you guys then. Bye.